Discord. It's Thursday, and you know what that means. It's time for No Politics, All Heart, here on Podzilla After Dark on the Podzilla 1985 network. My name is Shannon Young. I'm going to be your host tonight. Of course, we just wrapped up an extra special E&E Now Playing, where tempers were tempered and words were given with the velveteen touch of a dandy fop. Let me introduce the stars of tonight's episode. First up is my good friend. He's the Thursday Night Delight. He is your PZ85 Pro tag, one half of the tag champions. It's Jesse Kimball.
I know you said no politics, but I really have to talk about Missouri once we get going here after the intros.
Well, I didn't have politics on my itinerary, but I guess I could make some space for you, pal.
All right.
Also,
we were definitely not going to talk about politics.
I wasn't going to talk about it. I was going to talk about it. And Lindsay Wolfgang's here too. Now you just came back from one of those whore Bible camps where you found out about.
Your voice is so bad. Your mic missed the first half of it.
You peeked the hell out of your mic doing that.
It just
well, the mic hates to know the truth.
It says no. Stop.
You're still doing it.
Stop.
Shutting you down, man.
Ow. All right. Hey, also here with us tonight is Shelby Chan. Welcome back.
Hey. Hi, that's me. I'm here.
Are we not talking about polyamorous ticks? Fuck does that mean? It's a big show. Big T's here. That's the man himself.
Polyamorous tick. Sorry, I was distracted by that one.
I think we all were. I'm thinking of that little tick in Repo going. Yeah, Shelby's not on camera. Mandy can't see her. Mandy wants to see Shelby.
Yeah, Shelby. Mandy sent in all caps to the chat. Shelby.
Yes. No politics. I'll get you. Hey, the big D, Dalton Anthony.
Yo. And
of course, Double H.
Jenny, you said that it was a velveteen touch. Now this here is velvet, not velveteen, and a gentleman must learn the difference. Okay.
Hey, it worked this time.
Need me a window seat because this flower is wilting.
Hold on, I'm trying to fix our. Oh, there it is. Damn you! Why did the things always happen? Okay. We got a bunch of people. What? No, don't replay the background. It's fine. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the show. This is a professional recording. Yes, Shelby is now seen. It looks like she's about to go one-on-one with the Undertaker in that lighting, but you know, whatever.
I don't know what's happening.
She is super blue.
You are blue as hell. Jesus Christ! You look like that girl that ate that thing.
Of galaxies.
Yeah, I think it's my shirt reflecting some weird light.
If she's going one-on-one with the Undertaker, I need the old Punisher gift where he's going, no, wait, no.
That's my second favorite gif, other than Willem Dafoe doing that one where he's like looking up and he's all panicked. You know?
Oh, I did it.
Yeah. Hey, now you're human. I'm blue, ba. Jesse, now I understand you wanted to talk a little bit of politics here at the beginning of the show.
No, I would never talk politics.
Now, that's going to break our rule, but for you, I'm going to allow it. Now, is this related to the motherfucker of the week, or is this an extra?
Oh no, see, I'm thrilled with the state of Missouri.
Oh, really?
Good job, guys.
Yeah. A little bit.
So what's the rest of the country?
Well,
you know.
Listen.
I mean, look, national news is reporting on Missouri. I'm serious.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying now. I thought you were saying, what about the rest of the country?
That's also what I thought he was saying at first. No. I was like...
No, I said, so is the rest of the country.
Yeah. We made Rachel mad out. Because, the Missouri overwhelmingly said, fuck you guys. We are not letting you stop our citizens' initiatives with Amendment 4. And then the Amendment 5, like, we're not going to let you guys bankrupt us and shift the tax burden down to the poor.
Yep.
And overwhelmingly on both amendments were shut down, which just continues the trend that Missouri's had for more than a decade now of voting at the very least progressive policies over and over and over again, yet they keep electing assholes that are trying to get those same policies shut down.
Hey, big shout out to Jason Smith.
Oh my god, fucking Jason Smith.
I look forward to that happening all over again.
Well,
yeah, because it's definitely going to happen in November. Well, I don't know. Enough people are pissed off with Jason Smith. He might actually lose.
Don't forget who we've voted for. Was it Mayor of Cape? What's his name again?
Oh my god.
Robbie Gard.
Robbie Gard.
Robbie Gard.
Yeah, Mayor Robbie Gard.
Yeah.
Maybe I can find that picture again real quick. While
you're doing that, I will say I don't want to just shit on the Missouri parade too soon here, but I am a little concerned because I've already seen a lot of chatter about, well, I would have voted for 5 if it was written better. I'd love to get rid of that tax too if it was written better. Like, hey, there needs to be a cap on this. Well, number one, you're never going to get that cap. Number two, all you're telling, because Kehoe already came out and said, like, oh, we're going to keep working on this. We see where we messed up and we're going to keep working. All you're going to get is they're going to write it in such a confusing way that enough people will go, I don't know, seems like they know what they're doing.
Or they're just going to lump it in with like some of the shit like they bullshit. Did with the ranked choice voting pissed me off so badly. Because that was a whole like, and this is the fucking Missouri legislator. We need, God, they're so bad because they wrote that bill. For those of you, obviously, this is local shit, and I apologize, but the way they did this, right now, obviously, it's not legal to vote in anywhere if you are not a U.S. citizen.
We got past that SAVE Act.
The Missouri Constitution says as much. But they wanted to amend it to where the Constitution specifies that non-citizens cannot vote. And they tacked on to the end of that, also, we cannot do ranked choice voting in the state of Missouri ever. That's permanently off the table. That was just in the second paragraph, a completely unrelated thing they just tacked into it with that first thing that, Missouri's been, oh yeah, no, illegals definitely shouldn't be able to vote. Yes.
Yeah, really quick, I'd like to point out this is the mayor of Cape Girardeau. We elected him in. Robert Gard, grab him. That's your mayor.
Yeah,
that's what we elected.
And I don't want to give that dude the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to defend him or anything like that. But his excuse for that, just for context for everyone, is apparently that was a white trash bash. Still wildly inappropriate to be wearing around children.
Wear a Dale Senior shirt and call it a good fucking day. Like, come on, we can be rednecks and not racist. I've done it for 33 years.
And not sexist. And there was a lot of options that he had, and that's the one he went with, and that was a real problem.
He gonna turn this place to a sundown town.
Oh my god.
He had his choice. Hey, congratulations, Missouri, for making 2 decent choices. Good Lord, are you okay? It's a shame that the rest of that's a milker. We see him.
I'm distracting people that don't want to listen.
Are you doing that? Are you doing that on Spotify?
Yes.
Is that
the Smeargle is in their mind.
They can hear the painting. It's a Heargle.
Oh Lord! Well, Hunter, it's mimics, not themix.
I'm already going to change the name.
Anywho, congratulations, Missouri. You made, you got something right there. Unfortunately, we are still under the control of a very, very stupid government. If you want case in point of that, you can look at the hearings this week of one Dr. Anthony Fauci, who is now they found him in contempt, I think is what it was. Because he refused to answer the questions. They're voting to hold him in contempt of Congress because he refused to answer the questions. The same thing that President Trump did when he was, asked about the crimes he committed. And I think he did it over like 400 times or something like that. I saw Rand Paul, who is just the goofiest. He looks like a little girl's doll. But like not one that you would give a little girl, like one that Jared from Subway would give a little girl, And he is the weirdest looking guy. His hair is so fucking freaky. It freaks me out every time. And he was on, I think it was Morning Joe, and he was talking to I forget his name. It's one of the second cut guys, not Joe himself, but Jonathan Lemire, I think. And Lemire's asking him about it, and he said, you are holding him in contempt because he said one thing to the public, but in private he said this. Well, we know that Donald Trump did the exact same thing, and I brought this up last week, and so did Lemire, because when Bob Woodward, the journalist, was interviewing Trump for the book, which I have back there in my book section somewhere, Trump told him that it was much worse than they had said, and that he was purposely doing this so as not to cause a panic. And Rand Paul immediately shifted focus to, well, the real problem is that Fauci has been, paying for these laboratories for years. 10 years ago, he paid for this laboratory and that laboratory, because the thing that they're trying to put over is that this was created in a laboratory that I guess Fauci is somehow connected to. It is the saddest attempt I've seen in a long time to deflect attention away for the things that actually matter. And the things that actually matter to Americans right now is that prices are high, affordability is almost unsustainable. There seems to be no end to the war in Iran, even though we get nothing from it, and we're doing this strictly at the behest of Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel. Speaking of which,
Israel's war.
Well, speaking of which, did you see fucking Fetterman on Jon Stewart?
No.
So Stewart,
oh my God, it's so fucking bad.
So,
it's so bad.
Real quick before you move on, the Fauci thing. Sorry, I was looking to make sure I was right about this because we may not double back to it. A big part of the argument right now is we're holding him in contempt because he refuses to testify. Basically, that's what contempt is, right? You're being uncooperative in the situation. Their argument is he received a full unconditional pardon from Joe Biden before he left the presidency. And thus, as he is pardoned, the way the Fifth Amendment works, he has no concern over being prosecuted. Therefore, he's required to testify. He can't invoke the Fifth Amendment. What they're glossing over is a presidential pardon protects you from federal prosecution. Mm-hmm. He could still be prosecuted at the state level in every state that is red if they felt the need to do so. Yep. And then it would be significantly worse than a whole bunch of federal ones. Yeah, it would be probably a dog pile of 30 plus states on him. So that's the part you're not hearing, and I want to make sure that gets mentioned.
I once again ask why the Fauci thing is they've honed in on him as like the boogeyman of the entire coronavirus. The one guy that was trying to stop the president from advising people to drink bleach. That's the guy you're going after, and not the guy that advised everybody to drink bleach. That baffles me.
Stare at the eclipse.
I mean, it's like you said, it's all a distraction.
Yes. You brought me back to that. Fetterman on Jon Stewart. So, Fetterman is a Democrat, sort of, in name only. He's a dino. He's a dino. Yeah. He said that he draws the line at Israel. Like, the people that he supports in the Democratic Party, he says, I draw the line at Israel. Like, we have to fight for Israel. And Jon Stewart was like, I understand that you say that, but like, really? You're drawing the line at Israel? That's not our country. Like, what about our people in our country that's suffering? And Fetterman just looked upset by that, and he dodged the questions. Of course, he made a bunch of shit up. He deflected. I don't understand the dedication to Israel in the face of all of the terrible things that Benjamin Netanyahu has done.
A lot of money.
Well, and it's the promised land, or whatever they say in the Bible. I don't know. I've never read the Bible.
Oh, no, it's the money. It's the money.
Oh,
it's the money.
Let me try
the promised
to.
land and the money aren't the same thing.
The money is the promised land. Tanner, go ahead. You got an explanation for this.
Let me try to explain what the Christian rights line of thinking is and explain why they're wrong.
Okay. They're
thinking because the Bible says that those who support my people, or those who bless my people, will be blessed as well. And in that, the Bible does say that. But importantly, Israel is not a nation. Israel is a people.
And there is no Palestine.
Oh, motherfucker.
So it's the money. Going back to it, it's the money. If we're going to circle back to where we was, it's
no, you're right. It is the money. It is the money. It is absolutely.
But it has nothing to do with fucking Christianity at this point. It's the money.
But that's the excuse they want to give, and I want to call them out on that bullshit.
It's absolutely the excuse they'll use. They'll use religion as an excuse to do all this targeting, to do all this stuff, despite any distinction between church and state, despite the fact that this country was not founded on one specific religion. they keep pulling this bullshit. And I'm not anti-religious, for the record. I'm not anti-religious. I'm really not. I'm anti-stupidity. I'm anti-corruption. And there's a lot of stupidity and a lot of corruption in religion. So
I am anti you using your religion to make me do things.
Well, I don't have a religion.
And
you didn't mean me specifically. Okay.
Not only was the country not founded on one religion, it was quite specifically created to deal with exactly that.
Boy, it's
kind of the whole fucking point, as I recall.
Bro, that shit's wild. That shit's wild that they would do that. Hey, we can't keep going on this forever because unfortunately we did go a little long on the other show, so we're going to move it right along. Although I do one last thing I want to mention as relates to politics, then we'll move away from politics, is they dropped charges. I don't think we mentioned this. They dropped the charges against the Olympic, I think he's a rower or a swimmer or something, that they said had vandalized the shining pool or whatever the official term for it is. Pool. Yeah, reflection pool. The Piro, the former Fox host, I think she was a judge at one point. Now she's the head of the what is she? She's attorney general. She's not attorney general. God, I forget her title. District attorney,
prosecuting something.
Yeah, whatever she is, she's the number one in that. And I feel so dumb not remembering what the title of her position is, but she said that they were dropping
U.S.
the charge.
Attorney for the District of Columbia.
There you go, U.S. Attorney. That's what I was trying to think of. Not only is she dropping that, but they also provided evidence showing that it was bad work that did it and not vandals. Of course, Donald Trump the next day said she was wrong and said that it absolutely is vandals. Remember, she went in front of the cameras not too long ago and said they had overwhelming evidence that it had been vandalized. This was all vandals. They have proof. In the same way they had the proof of the election fraud, the same way they had the proof of all these things that Epstein killed. You know, all the things that turned out to be lies and you just don't hear about it much anymore. Donald Trump called her out on it and said that she was wrong. She then went to the White House with like boxes of evidence to try to prove to Donald Trump that he's wrong, but she won't say that publicly because you're not allowed to say that publicly about Donald Trump. But the point is that she could now be on the chopping block. There's rumors that she's going to be let go and they're going to bring somebody new in the same way that they did with Kristi Noem and Pam Bondi, et cetera, et cetera. So unfortunately, Jeanine Pirro's time as U.S. Attorney may be over because she dared to be honest for once. You see what honesty does in this administration, Jesse?
Climate.
Do you see? Anyway, that's it. That's all the politics I'm going to talk about. 17 minutes. I don't think I did that bad. We talk about the motherfucker of the week.
I would love to talk about the motherfucker of the week. Who we at?
The world of professional wrestling once again. Because once again, I watched the episode on the Renegade, and holy shit, what a terrible fucking business wrestling is. What a bottom of the barrel. And Dalton, if you're upset about me saying that wrestling is the motherfucker of the week, maybe we can do it about somebody in wrestling. That one-tooth grandma or that one-tooth woman that dared to call that wrestler the N-word at the 0-1 show, and he embarrassed her. She could be the motherfucker of the week. Well, then she came back and said she's not sorry, and he was acting like an N-word, so, you know, she said it.
Matthew King Cage. I've never met that dude. I've never been in a locker room with him, but man, I wish I could be. That dude is amazing. Like,
it was very funny.
The fact that he was able to turn that, and you explained what happened. The fact that he was able to turn that into a wrestling promo is like most impressive thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like involving wrestling, because it's like, no, he should have like. It would have been one of those where I'm like, well, wrestler hit a fan, unprovoked, or like not physically provoked. I'd have been like, ooh, and then I'd have saw it and been like, oh no, she had that.
That's justified. Yeah. Well.
No, it's fine.
No, it's not fine.
I think if you were openly racist and call somebody a slur, you're asking to get punched in the face.
Words should not end up in violence.
Nope. I disagree. That's one that I'm like, you call somebody that and you get tagged. That's a good life lesson to have. Don't call people slurs, especially to their face, you fucking idiot. I
think he did it the right way. He took her words and turned it against her. Yeah. He used words against words. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but I mean, if he would have hit her, I would have been fine with it. I'd have been like, I mean, maybe not the best call, but like, it's the one you made, dog. Good job.
Why couldn't Rampage Jackson's son been at this show?
You know what? Would have been on his side. You're absolutely right. I'd have been like, two
birds, one stone, man. We solve a lot of problems.
Put an S on that man's shirt, send him everywhere. He can just beat up everybody that sucks.
But no, that dude in 01 USA did.
That's Joey's promotion, right?
He's one of the people that run it. Yeah. Because I think they do a thing where like they have Saturday shows and that's still 01, but like then they have the Thursday, Tuesday shows, and that's more. I want to say my buddy Rob books that, but I could be talking out of pocket with that. I'm not 100% sure. But Rob went on Facebook saying that she's no longer allowed at 01 USA. So I'm assuming that's the whole
blanket. Yeah.
The blanket. Because like they run out of Central Illinois, but like the town that they usually run in for like the Tuesday, Thursday shows, and then their Saturday shows are 2 towns over. So I'm assuming it's all of it. But 01's a pretty progressive company as a whole. I've been to a couple of their shows and it's very everything friendly. It's a very good show they run there.
Was 2 towns over for them like Chaffee? Like, because that woman, Central Illinois, I mean, you don't think she would be out there saying the N-word like that?
No, I've wrestled in Illinois for a long time. That is definitely any place in Illinois. It seems like the place they'd be saying N-words a lot.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't say the N-word.
As you shouldn't, as that lady shouldn't have. But going back to the actual motherfucker.
Yeah.
Going back to the actual.
You don't get special treatment for that.
Yeah. It's a Chris Rock joke.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Going back to the actual, I haven't seen anything about this
Renegade?
Dark Side of the Ring, and I haven't watched it yet.
Man,
I know how this story ends, but I don't know the story.
Yeah, I also know how the story ends. I didn't know any of the pre-stuff, and it's heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking. The only thing about that episode that was legitimately like I could not help but laugh is Arn Anderson called him a dick dancer. He said they were interviewing Arn Anderson for it, and he talked about before he was a wrestler, he worked at the clubs. Like this guy is, I forget what his real name is, but he went by Rio. And let me just say this. Hunter, it's straight up Tombstone, one of the prettiest men I ever seen. The guy that played Rick Wilson, that played Renegade / Rio, is one of the most attractive men I've ever laid eyes on. He's like one of those 80s fantasy novel covers, but with tassels. And and Arn Anderson called him a dick dancer, and that was very, very funny. But everything else is absolutely tragic. And like, God, man, sometimes I forget how, and it's not just wrestling, it's entertainment in general, how shitty it can be, how it just chews you up and spits you out and it moves on to the next person. It does not give a damn about anybody. This machine that we're all part of is absolutely fucking horrible. And there was no real exit plan for him. And unfortunately his addictions got the better of him. It's a truly sad story. And the more I hear about wrestling, sometimes I'm just like, man, fuck wrestling.
The first time I had really heard about, because I didn't watch WCW as a kid, the first time I had really heard about the Renegade was about Brian Zane did a Wrestling with Regret about the Ultimate Warrior's WCW run.
Yeah.
And there was, in that thing, there was a running gag about how many lives this actually cost.
Well, yeah, because Davey Boy and...
Dale Torborg was, that's who the Renegade was. Thank you, Doughball.
That's not who the Renegade is.
No, well, Doughball put it up there because I couldn't think of who the Renegade was either.
Dale Torborg was the demon, was the Kiss demon. Rick Wilson is the Renegade.
Oh, well, never mind, Doughball, you were wrong. But yeah, like he does the Renegade to counter program the Warrior, and then Warrior comes over, so then they like fuck all of Renegade stuff over, and then he pretty much gets fired and drugs and dead.
Yeah.
And I think that was the first one, like it was the running gag of the first person that died because of Warriors WCW. And then, that stupid trapdoor that ended up being Davey Boy's ultimate demise. Although I don't think British Bulldog was on a good track for life anyway.
He was not. Rick Wilson was. Rick Wilson apparently, and they talked about what a great dude he was, and just like how he was the nicest guy in the world, and really, really flattering portrayal of him in life. And then, of course, I watched the Saturn video afterwards where that fucking, I don't know the right words to say about him, talked about Renegade, and he's one of those guys that he's blunt. He's blunt in the sense that he's insulting. I don't know if I've ever said this before, but I hate people who talk about how blunt they are or how honest they are, and their version of honesty and being blunt is just being insulting and rude.
Being an asshole.
It's being an asshole. Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
They view that as a positive personality trait.
Right.
Because Saturn 10 years ago had to be on Chris Jericho's podcast because he was homeless and needed money. So it's kind of very bold of him to come out and start being a dick.
And I support Saturn. I hope he does well with this channel. I really do, because I don't want to see anybody fall to that. But yeah, very sad episode of Dark Side of the Ring. It was very good. They've really been doing a great job this season. I highly recommend it, but it is extremely sad, and you will be a little teary-eyed at the end of it. Hey!
So just go back and watch the Joe and Necro Butcher episode a bunch, and that'll make you happy.
Sort of.
He said, I can't feel my legs. I said, you ain't gonna need them.
Or watch the New Jack episode. He was still alive when that happened.
God.
It's my favorite line from anything that ever happened. Sarah and I still quote it to this day. Anything that ever happened on Dark Side of the Ring. He said, Jack, I can't feel my legs. I said, you ain't gonna need them.
I also hate another thing I hate about professional wrestling is how we prop up these horrible, horrible people and talk about them so affectionately. That is a funny line. I'm not saying you're wrong. He was a funny dude. He was also a fucking monster and a complete piece of trash. Yeah.
As a wrestler, if you could divorce the wrestler from the person, it's one thing. But yeah, the person himself is
just a garbage man. Speaking of garbage men, and then we'll go to the topic, and it also ties into the whole thing of fame and what it can do to you. And it'll never happen to any of us because none of us are famous. But Shelby, I don't know if you heard about this, because I know you're big into the online space like I am with kind of like YouTubers and personalities and stuff. One of the OG personalities, not from YouTube, but from the internet back in the day. You ever hear the name Perez Hilton?
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh God.
So everyone's hoping he's okay.
He apparently is. Don, did you hear this story? Did you hear what happened?
Yeah. No, I heard it, and then I saw I wasn't looking for it, but I saw a still of it.
I did not
and
seek
that
it
fucked
out.
with me. That fucked with me.
It's gross, man.
Yeah, this is one of the few times I did not search it out.
If you've seen any of the lives or any of the shorts he's done leading up to that one live stream, he looks rough.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's so bad.
This one of the most disturbing things I've ever heard about. And like, I don't like Perez Hilton. I've never liked Perez Hilton. I think he's a muckraker in a lot of ways, but that really fucking sucks. And apparently he's getting help, or he's in the process of getting help. Now, if you don't know what happened, maybe skip ahead if you're easily triggered by violence, but he just popped up on somebody's stream, like a co-stream, and he was covered in blood and cuts, and he just keeps cutting himself. He just keeps hurting himself. And the people that were on the stream with him, what's their first their first idea? One person actually pulls out their phone and starts recording the video like on the screen, because that's the society we live in now. Is it doesn't matter what happens to people, it matters what the content you can get is. I saw a video.
Jesse, the subreddit I believe is called r/don't help just film, right?
I hate that.
That is a classic subreddit. It
That's
goes right
terrible.
along with why are they filming?
Yep.
Well, the worst part is they were already filming.
Yeah, they were already in video.
On a live stream.
Yeah.
They was filming them.
Right.
Filmception.
Tie this back to Spider-Man. I saw another video, and it was a quick click thing. Like it was like a YouTube short or a Facebook short or something. It was of the Spider-Man film. These guys, there's like 5 of them come out dressed up as different Spider-Men, and they each take their turn walking out, and then they start like wrestling with each other in front of everybody, and then they start doing a dance together. And at first I thought, oh, that's kind of cute. But the more I thought about it, I started seeing people trying to walk around them, people hiding their faces are going around. And it made me realize, oh, right, this is all about public kind of, not humiliation, but this is fuck everybody else. I'm the main character. Look at me. Look what I can do. And goddamn, I hate that. I hate this version of reality. I really fucking do. That's it.
Yeah, it's more and more prevalent, mostly because, and I hate to be the fucking old man yells at cloud, but we're now, predominantly coming up on this generation that was raised where that's their entertainment.
Yep.
Is
short
we
form.
Are, again,
fuck
we're the main
world.
character.
Yep.
Yeah, and even the short form I don't hate so much, but the strictly the I'm the main character, everything is reality. Reality is not reality at this point. Yeah, that whole thing, like you said, there's no concern for anyone else's discomfort or privacy, or we're doing it. We're doing it. We're barreling ahead. It doesn't matter. And
we'll get our 5 minutes of fame. Fame ain't what it used to be. You know, it's so easy to. Well, I say it's easy to become famous. It kind of is, but when everybody's doing it and you have a million people all trying to make the same kind of content at the same time, it's easy to get lost. That's
fame no longer requires talent. That's
yes.
I mean, we've talked about this before,
yes.
but that's what it is. Fame no longer requires talent. You don't have to actually be good at something to become famous.
No, it's all about the viral moments now. It's the viral moments that get you on there.
Capitalize on those viral moments.
And that's all WWE does. To take it back to wrestling, they're so obsessed with their fucking viral moments. They had that Ryan Garcia I think that's his name, from Zuffa Fights or whatever. The same guy that was talking about like the LGBT community and was just shitting all over like the people that constantly get shit on anyway. And WWE has a working relationship with them. It's the whole Knicks thing when they brought Jalen Brunson out and the guy you like a lot. I forget his name.
Yeah, I like Jalen Brunson too. No, that was fun. That's different. That was entertaining. Danhausen won on that championship.
Well, it's entertaining for a very specific kind of people, like basketball fans. If you're not a basketball fan, you don't give a fuck what's happening in your wrestling show. And you might as well be the Kiss Demon. You might as well be the No Limit Soldiers.
Okay.
Nah.
Thought you were going to throw shade at Glacier.
They had
I
a
was going to fight you.
tank.
They had a gold tank. No, you ain't motherfucking Bastard P. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm done squabble babbling because we got to hurry this thing along. Let's going to get right to the main topic of the night. I thought we were done, but just when I thought we were done, they pull us back in. We've got another list because we didn't want to come up with the top 5. So now we're talking about television. I'm pulling mine up real quick. While we do that, Double H, because we're clearly losing sponsorships left and right due to our liberal pro-America views. So can you please read off the names of the sponsors for tonight so we can try to make a little bit of money back on it?
Tonight's episode of After Dark is brought to you by cornucopia disease, Heargle the Smeargle, and it's like Taylor Swift, but for actors. Okay.
That's Steven's fault.
Tonight's show is also brought to you by Life is Twisted Upon My Biscuit, A Little French Man Pretending, and Extras and Bed Hogs. Tonight's show is sponsored by Robot Hair, Robot Regrets, the cornest dog you've ever seen, and Mimics, not Themix. Our show's also brought to you by Fear is Teeth from the Jibberjaw. Boy, that's a mouthful. A childlike surprise.
I like that one still.
It's very simple. And finally, tonight's show is brought to you by Down Street Debbie and the Demon Cakes.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I don't know, man. You should probably ask yourself because it's probably you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think he's correct. All right. Well, with that said, we are going to get to our top 5 list. This one is about television shows. We hope you had a fun time tonight already. I'm sure you have. We're gonna start with Jesse because he's here and he's ready to go. Play along with us in the chat. Tell us your answers. Tonight we're going to be talking about our favorite show to revisit, our favorite currently running show, favorite show a friend introduced you to, show you watched with a parent. That one was very hard for me. A nostalgic childhood show. So let's get to it, Jesse. What is your favorite show to revisit? And again, play along in the chat.
For me, it's probably Scrubs.
I can't do this all on my own.
We talked about a lot. I actually
Superman.
have a whole like rotating set of shows that I rewatch on the regular. Some of like the more serious shows I don't rewatch very often, despite how much I love them. Sitcoms are where I do the rewatching most frequently. And Scrubs is one of my favorite ones to rewatch. that's one of those ones that like I can just throw on in the background while I'm playing like Diablo or something like that, and I can just watch through the whole show and enjoy it every time.
I have not watched it. I'm not a big television watcher, so this list is going to be a little more difficult for me. But I did tune into a couple of parts that people told me to watch, and I regretted it.
You should watch the whole thing. It's really good.
It's very sad. That's the thing that gets me. It's very sad.
They have a few. In fairness, like they have, I would argue they have fewer super sad moments than Futurama did.
That's fair.
I wouldn't.
Well,
you wouldn't argue that?
No.
No, she wouldn't agree
I
with
think
you.
it has more.
Do you have? You
Shelby
think
sounds
Scrubs
like
has
she's
more?
been hurt by
Scrubs has
Scrubs
more.
recently.
Scrubs has
and
been hurt
deeply.
by.
Yeah.
Scrubs hurt me.
I can only think of 2 times in Futurama that I was ever like super sad, and one of those got retconned. So, but I know Scrubs.
Yeah, and then you never watched the one that we warned you to not watch.
I can't imagine why. All right, we're gonna go to Shelby here, but before that, it's our favorite segment. We like to call it in between Kimbles. Chris has said hat accessory sponsor. I don't remember that show, but I guess it was good. Michaela said Friends. Doughball said Jackass and its spinoffs, including Jack Butt. And then Dweezy said Parks and Rec or Walking Dead. Well, calm down. I feel like one of these is going to be on somebody's list somewhere. We're going to move on to Shelby. Shelby, what's your favorite show to revisit?
It's got to be Gravity Falls. That's the one I constantly like play in the background all the time.
Yes, you do talk about it quite a bit.
I do.
Are you watching it right now?
I'm not. I'm playing a game.
Well, don't tell me. God.
It hurts him so much.
All right, we're moving on. Big D, Dalton Anthony.
Robot Chicken. And I think that proves that I probably have ADHD.
Did you see their upcoming special?
No.
Yeah, it's the Adult Swim anniversary. So all the characters from Adult Swim done in the Robot Chicken style.
Oh,
This is a real thing.
I'm actually kind of excited about that.
Yeah, I saw a clip with the Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and it's all the voice actors was very funny. My favorite line from it is, I think it's one of Dr. Venture's, not Dr. Venture, what's the B guy, Monarch, one of the Monarch goons. They're like, hey, where's Rick and Morty? And someone says, they're too important to be on this show. That was very funny. I found that very funny. Yeah.
God, if it's 23.
If what's 23?
The lackey, the Monarch.
Oh, I thought you were going to say if it's the
They're all
23rd
numbered.
anniversary. I'm like, no, I think it's the
No,
25th.
His lackeys are all numbered, but 23, I believe, at least I think that's his number. He gets like his own side gig, but he's always just kind of like the Monarch sidekick is how he's known.
Ooh, I didn't know he had a number 1. Who's number 23? Tanner, what's your favorite show to revisit?
Unsolved Mysteries.
That's a
It's
good
one of
one.
those shows that
Yeah.
the original and the reboot, I can put it on in the background and just kind of work around the house or whatever, and occasionally I'll catch myself stopping and getting distracted by what's happening on the show.
Who hosts the reboot?
There is no technical host. It's just
yeah.
See, I think that's the problem.
it takes away from it.
Yeah,
The stories are good.
because Robert Stack is
yeah.
iconic, and then who was after him? Dennis Farina, I think. If I remember correctly.
That sounds right. I think
Yeah.
you're right.
That sounds right. Yeah,
But Robert Stack was obviously the best one. That dude had a golden voice.
that voice.
Yeah, I loved
Man.
Unsolved Mysteries. That's a good damn show. Should put that on my list. All right, Double H, favorite show to revisit. Hi, husband.
Oh, it's The Office, and it's not even close. Hi. I see what you're doing. Anyway, I was so confused. No, it's The Office, and yeah, it's not even close. The only closer one in this house for either of us, Sarah's actually watching The Walking Dead right now, which was mentioned earlier. She watches it around this time every year when she's getting ready for things. But The Office is quite literally on in our house once a day, at least. Often this is what we put on before we go to bed. There's no way that we haven't absorbed the entire series through osmosis, and I'm doing that thing where I'm trying to not mention any show more than once, like in my category. So that made this really tough. But yeah,
Hunter, did you see that the Superfan Cut Blu-rays are out at Walmart's?
Did you say
well, it's called
Walmart's?
Walmart, but I didn't know that. Yeah. I guess he means they're at multiple Walmart stores. I was aware that they were released. Yes, we have the DVDs of the original ones, just like as a
That's what
backup.
I have, yeah.
But yeah, I don't. I'm not saying I wouldn't upgrade to them. It depends on how much they are. But yeah, the Superfan ones are. That's what we let run because usually it's running while we're asleep anyway, or while we're trying to fall asleep, and those episodes are longer. But they're not always better. Like, there's a reason some of that stuff. It's like watching DVD extras. There's a reason some of that stuff was cut sometimes.
Yeah.
So
I saw it the other day at Cape Walmart, and I almost bought it, but I was like, I have the DVDs. I don't know if it's that much better.
Dalton, those extra scenes didn't add to the plot. There were.
I knew it was coming.
You could just get rid of those.
But they did it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. For the love of fuck, I'm joking. Look, I can settle everybody here. I can make everybody happy again. My pick is King of the Hill. It was almost the X-Files, but it's King of the Hill.
Yeah.
That was actually one of like the 3 shows that I was really debating on because King of the Hill, everything I said about Scrubs, you could slot in King of the Hill.
Can't handle Peggy.
I have it elsewhere.
It sounds like Asa. It's like Asa's right here.
That's fair.
That's fair. Camp.
See, I couldn't stand Bobby.
She's right. She should say it.
Oh, I love Peggy,
You
man.
couldn't stand Bobby?
I didn't realize how bad she was, so I
because-
started watching it because I did not grow up watching that show at all.
So here's the reason I say that. It's because Peggy is meant to be that way. She's meant to be kind of obnoxious and full of herself. That's the character. That's the joke. Is you look at her and see the way she's so high on herself and it's clearly wrong. Bobby, though, is just annoying. His voice, the way he acts like a little shit all the time. Once you get past like the first 2 or 3 seasons, he's just. I find Peggy to be funny because I can laugh at her stupidity and how full of herself she is. I can't laugh at Bobby. He's just obnoxious to me. And that's just me. Personal opinion.
And I get what you're saying, and you're right, but that doesn't always mean that I want to watch her be that way. That's the difference to me.
Sure, yeah.
So 2 things on that. Like, first, I feel like they really couldn't decide what they wanted to do with Bobby. Because sometimes Bobby, like, I really like Bobby when he's like the charming, funny, confident kid.
I love him in the new show.
He's phenomenal in the new show. I did not like for example, the episodes where like him and Connie broke up.
I'm your candy man, and he's
had some funny moments, but like that's not the Bobby I like. The second point I'll make about that, the reason I like Bobby a lot more than Peggy is that I could very much like when I was first watching King of the Hill, like I kind of was Bobby. Like I was, the chubby funny kid. I even had a buzz cut back then.
Damn. You know what I hate is that you were Bobby as a kid, and I'm Bill now. That's what makes me sad.
I'm just picturing Jesse walking around going, I don't know you, that's my purse.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god, I
What are you
saw
talking
someone with a
about?
purse shaped like Bobby Hill's head the other day, and I need it so bad.
That's good shit.
But yeah, King of the Hill is always a good one to go back to.
Yeah,
Easily.
not fucking love King of the Hill.
Yeah. It's not as funny as The Simpsons, but it's consistently charming. Like you watch it and you just go, oh, this is just beautiful. It's head to toe beautiful.
It's much more consistent than The Simpsons in general. It helps that there's 1/10 the seasons, but still.
Lindsay, I think that's a big compliment in the chat from Dweezy. He said Bill wishes he had a Lindsay. It's true. To be fair, Bill.
That's very true.
Bill wishes he had anything female.
Yes.
He does. Bill has
That's
a
also
Lindsay in the
true.
second season of the reboots. Con.
And he had Khan's mom in the original.
That is true. That's a storyline that
It was a
pan
bang
out that I
maid.
really wish would have.
Yeah. All right, Lindsay. Favorite show to revisit?
I decided to go with Outlaw Star. I usually rewatch that anime like once a year. I haven't done it yet now, but I usually watch it in the wintertime anyways. But yeah, it's just a good little one-shot series, 26 episodes, all good.
How much of your list is anime?
Shannon, you know the answer to this question.
She's like, I can see
She's
her
counting
like
them
eyes
up.
going across.
Yeah.
And please keep in mind that you have already received a pardon, so you cannot invoke the Fifth Amendment right now. You can't.
What colors the walls?
Who won the 2020 election, Lindsay?
Well, gone.
All right, we're gonna move on. Outlaw Star, it's a good show. Ley lines. Next category, favorite currently running show. This one was the hardest one for me. I don't watch television anymore. But there was one show that I was like, yes, I watch that consistently, and please God, no one take it. Let's start with, oh God damn it.
I
Just go
guarantee you,
first.
I'm
So many
not taking
people.
yours.
Let's start with
So many
Jesse.
people before he gets-
Guaranteed. So this is some recency bias for mine, because there actually is a lot of them that I really like right now that I wanted to bring up. But Pluribus.
But that's
I just
okay.
watched the first
Yeah.
season
Oh, I
of
heard
that.
this was
Yeah, that's
good.
okay.
Yeah, it's Vince Gilligan's new show, and it's starring Rhea Seahorn, I think is her
Yeah,
name.
that's the one.
I loved her in Better Call Saul, and I went into the show knowing absolutely nothing about it, and I think that's the best way to do it. I really, really enjoyed the first season, and am very much looking forward to more.
Pluribus. I know it's not the same thing. That's not the arcade thing, right? That's a different thing.
It is definitely has
No,
nothing to do with arcade.
You're thinking Polybius.
Polybius. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and there was a book about it. It's not very good.
It's also not a real thing. Like from what I understand.
Well, they did when I say there was a book about it, they did somebody wrote a fictional book about it being exactly what they said it was, like it was a mind op psyop thing, and
Right.
and then I turned right around and read a book called The Loop, and I can't remember who the author of that was, and I was like, oh, this is what Polybius was trying to be. It's
Hmm.
almost shot for shot the same plot, but it's significantly better. It's a shame.
Yeah, I like the story, but I've never read too much into it because it's not real. But there are some people that say it is real. Anyway, hey,
Yeah.
let's get in between Kimballs here. There's only one answer. It's the best answer. Michaela said, "Young and the Restless."
Favorite currently running show that started in 1973.
God,
That's the right number. I looked it up. I had to know.
Damn.
my mom. That just for the record, Michaela, so you don't feel too bad. That almost made my pick for show you watch with a parent because when I was sick and I was at home as a kid, my mom watched Young and the Restless all the time.
God.
She loved Young and the Restless.
That
Victor.
Bryce is right.
Well, and Wheel of Fortune, but I just couldn't
Yeah.
put that on the list. All right, let's go to Shell B. Doughball says couldn't say the Amazing Digital Circus because it ended a few months ago. It's not currently running. Okay, yeah, good point. Shelby.
Invincible is the one that's currently running that I would pick.
That's real good.
Yeah.
That's a real good show.
It's like The Walking Dead for tights.
That's not even a little bit true.
No, not at all. Nobody is a zombie.
No, but they
He's the same
die.
guy. I gotta get back into
Yeah,
it.
they don't come back
I watched some
though.
of it. Well,
It
spoilers.
is violent.
A little too violent for my taste. Even I draw the line somewhere. Zach Kurgis. I also missed Zach 2021-25's question like an hour and a half ago, and I'm
Shit.
too embarrassed to look at
Yeah.
it at this point. I'm so sorry.
I forgot we were going to do that in between. I said something about it.
Yeah, I completely forgot. I hope he can forgive us wherever he is. Rest in peace. Let's go to Dalton. Favorite currently running show.
Fallout. I love
Fuck.
that show.
That's
That's
not what I picked. But why didn't I think of that one?
That's really what I thought you were gonna pick. Like,
I was like, oh, well, Jesse and Shelby won't get it, but I sure as shit will.
No, it's not what I picked. But damn, that's a good answer.
Yeah, Fallout's great.
I fucking love that show.
Season 2 was amazing.
Yes.
Season 1 was great. I loved Season 2 a lot more.
I think I like season 2 a lot more too. It's got everything. I mean, literally, it's got your Vault stuff. It's got the Brotherhood. Brotherhood's a big part of it. I'm a big Brotherhood of Steel fan. The sets are
Caesar's
spot on.
Legion.
The Caesar's
Fucking
Legion.
New Vegas.
Macaulay Culkin.
Kaiser's
He was-
Legion.
Kind of.
Just so you know, it's Caesar's Legion everywhere else until it talks about the Kaiser. So I'm not wrong, Tanner.
Well, she even makes that joke in the show. She goes, "Shouldn't that be Kaisers?" And they like stare at her. So I think that's a running joke within the thing too. Also, Doughball hit us with it. If you could pair any two characters, video game, anime, TV show, or movie as an odd couple tag team WWE style, who'd you choose? And they jokingly said Guy Fieri and the Sailor Scouts. Well, that's a full on stable. I would say, oh God, come back to me on this. I'll think about it while Tanner's giving his answer. Tanner, go ahead.
Currently, I'm like binging again for the third time the Interview with the Vampire series, which just wrapped up season 3, which was the Vampire Lestat with the Queen of the Dam getting ready to come out.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty fucking good. It takes its liberties from the book. It does do that, but it's fucking better. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, I think I might start watching that at some point if I can find the time.
Fucking Sam Reed as Lestat is just, and he's got the fucking voice of an angel. He sang all the songs for the Vampire Lestat series, and oh fuck, it's just so good.
Would you say he is a better vampire than the actual Dracula?
Yes.
Bold words. Bold words. All right, I thought about my answer. 2 characters. I'm going to say Mario and Sonic, because that was the dream team growing up. You got speed and you've got obesity. The 2 greatest attributes to a wrestler. Attributes to a wrestler.
Damn it.
Some are
That's
both.
actually, he's right.
Like Kevin Owens.
He's right.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Kevin Owens is the premier professional wrestler.
My favorite line of all time is when Scott Steiner is doing ring announcing, and he's introducing Bubba Ray Dudley.
Hail from Dunkin' Donuts.
From the great state of obesity.
He's fat.
It's the funniest fucking thing I think I've ever heard.
His son just got 6
I
game
saw
suspension
that.
from the NFL.
I saw that. He had the little chainmail on and
Why?
everything.
What did he do?
Yeah,
Steroids. Substance abuse.
steroids.
Gotta go
Had to
fat.
be
Oh,
steroids.
what? I'm serious. You said steroids, and I was like, well, we know that, but what did he do to get suspended? Just move past
I'm
it.
assuming
move
it's
past it.
naturally in his blood. Like, I don't think he injected anything. I think steroids is just in that family's blood.
He got it from his
He was-
dad.
His blood was
He was born
anabolic.
with it.
Yeah, it's
He was
hereditary.
injecting blood into some of those roids in his veins.
He's not a crack baby. He's a roid baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which would explain the body.
like those little
Anyway,
babies
we
from Super Geniuses. That one was like an action hero. Or Super
Who's
Babies.
next?
I forget what it's called. That's Double
Let me
H.
get you out of this.
Brother, I'm floating on clouds right now. I'm Ric Flair. I'm fine. Double H, you're next.
It's me. I have 2 answers to this, only because I know nobody's going to pick either one of them. I'll settle on one, but a lot of my list is going to be sitcoms. Every time we talk about TV, I land on sitcoms. There are 2 really good running sitcoms right now between Peacock and Fox, I think. Yeah, St. Dennis Medical is very funny over on Peacock. David Allen Greer's in it.
Oh, I love him.
Oh, I can't think of her name. She was Wendy, the blonde one from Reno 911.
Never
You know
watched
what I'm
it.
talking about. I can't
Never watched
Oh,
it.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't think of her
Never
name.
watched
now.
that show.
Damn. Anyway, she's also in it. She's very funny. It's a good cast. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's The Office in a hospital, basically. And then Animal Control is the other one, which is leans more Parks and Rec. But
Ooh.
yeah, Joel McHale.
Is that
on
Craig Robinson?
Fox.
I actually really like Animal Control.
Animal Control. What the fuck am I thinking of?
Hunter, it's Wendy.
Go ahead.
It's Wendy McClendon Covey.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hunter, I was sure you were going to mention the oh, son of a bitch, why can't I think of the name of the show? The one that takes place at an elementary school in Philadelphia.
Oh, Abbott Elementary.
Abbott Elementary, that's it.
Abbott's also very good, but man, I'd be honest, of the 3 of those, I think it's my least favorite of those 3. And it's also still very good. That's like picking your favorite kid, don't get me wrong, but I think Animal Control might consistently be the funniest out of all of them. And I really
Animal
like
Control
Joel
is
anyway.
genuinely hilarious.
So
It's very
like I really like Abbott. Like I've gotten very into that. I haven't watched the medical show you were talking about, but
St. Dennis.
but yeah, those other 2 shows are both great.
I don't watch the show, but I saw a commercial for it too. I don't know why it made me think of maybe because there are animals in it, but it's called Killing It. And the overview for this show on Google says, Killing It follows a struggling Miami bank security guard, who's Craig Robinson, who enters a state-sponsored python hunting contest as an unconventional path to achieving his American dream. And the preview was him just hunting spiders. He's got a nail, or snakes. He's got a nail gun. It looked wild, and I thought, I think Hunter might like this. I didn't know if you had seen
I
it.
watched that show.
Yeah, I would check it out.
I watched that show. Hunter would enjoy it.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I need to check that out.
Ooh.
But I believe I don't know if it
It's over.
finished or got canceled.
It's
I know
over,
it's
yeah,
over,
yeah.
but that's
a
it's
shame.
it's definitely over. I just don't know if it actually. I don't remember if it finished or if it got canceled.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
While he's doing that and she's doing that, I'll say mine. And I'm shocked no one took this one. Is X-Men 97. It's the only show I watch weekly. That's it.
I knew you would mention either this or Fallout. I figured both of them.
Fucking forgot Fallout. It absolutely would have been my pick because as much as I love 97, Fallout's better. But X-Men 97 is fantastic. This really kicked off the X-Men's back in Marvel vibe that we've had so much in the past year. Because when they announced X-Men 97, everybody was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And then the first season was amazing. Knocked it out of the park. And the second season, other than a couple missteps, latest episode was... Have you seen the latest episode?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
It's okay, but man, they could have dragged that out way longer than one episode. I feel like they're rushing things at this point.
There have been more than a few X-Men 97, like even from season 1 and this season, where
That they could have stretched it. Yeah. Agreed.
Like the Goblin Queen was over in an episode.
Yeah, that was insane. And then she was dead.
Yeah, Maddie Pryor was a huge part of that whole arc in X-Men. Like there was a long arc about Maddie Pryor, and that was basically one and a half.
The entire arcade thing was summed up in one episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
In, out, done.
The newest episode, I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but it's about a character, and it could have been a whole arc, and it's done in one episode. At least that version of him. Tanner, I know what you're saying, it's not over, but that version of him is gone.
Potentially. We don't know that for sure.
I just thought, man, it was a waste. But other than that, it's a great show. The first season made Cyclops cool again. Like I've always been telling people, Cyclops is badass, and he finally got to show it in 97. And then season 2, Jubilee got to be fucking badass. She had one of the best fight scenes in the entire show. And if you think that's cool, wait till you see Nightcrawler's fight scene from the new episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's
wait, maybe I did
really
this
excited.
week's.
She's
You-
not super paying attention.
I heard it.
You see Nightcrawler fighting from his point of view, so you see him blinking in and out and grabbing people and stuff. Yeah, it's fucking
That's pretty
cool.
sick.
But the episode was just okay. But yeah, X-Men 97 is awesome, and I'm so happy the X-Men we're so back. We're so back, baby. Thank you. I didn't get to watch it on release day this week because Lindsay had to watch The Devil Wears Versace
That
2
was last week.
last week.
It was last week. We watched the other one last night.
I was upset though. All right,
You
Lindsay.
leave Miranda Presley out of this.
Oh, fuck her, bitch. All right, Lindsay, go ahead.
My current one that I'm looking forward to every week is the new Samurai Troopers. It is a sequel to the original series that most of us know better as Ronin Warriors when it was on Toonami.
Why don't you do that?
This is a direct sequel after
Most
the
of us.
fact. Almost like the full
animated Sentai.
timeline wise. Yes, animated Sentai. And it's been a roller coaster the whole time because when I first saw the previews for it, I wasn't digging the character designs. I was pissed I wasn't seeing the old characters.
Man,
But I was hooked by like the second episode just from personalities and what they were already doing with the story.
She be
And
crying
it's a stupid
now.
roller coaster
Every
every
week.
week. And yes, it made me cry this week. And I apparently am cursing whatever character wears green armor. So
Yeah, she cries every week because of this show. Good things happen, bad things happen. And she just cries.
this week bad
Zach
things
better watch
happened.
out on the Power Rangers then.
Why?
Because I'm
she's
cursing
cursing
the
everything
green
that's green.
character in my show.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the Power Rangers was emotional. The only emotion I ever felt while watching the Power Rangers was anger.
I was gonna ask if it was boredom.
No, easy. I still like the Power Rangers. Calm down.
Oh, okay.
Calm
I didn't know
down.
you ever liked the Power Rangers.
No, that was me.
Yeah, but say, sir, I fucking loved the Power Rangers back in the day. Like with that first season too, that was my jam. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's not entirely true. I watched quite a bit of the first season, and I had action figures, but I dropped out of
Yeah,
Power
same.
Rangers a lot faster than most people.
With
I was
second
out
movie.
with Turbo. I think was when
The
I was
Power Rangers
I'm
movie?
out. This-
Yep, that's when Turbo
That's when I
was when I
bailed.
tapped out.
That's when I bailed. Yep. Zach stuck with it.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Tanner
We've
stuck
talked
with it.
about it so many times
Yeah,
before.
it's all good. All right, we're gonna go to our third pick though. Favorite show that a friend introduced you to. Now, here's the problems I have with this category. I don't watch a lot of TV, and I don't talk TV with a lot of friends, and I don't have any friends. So because what I have here is family.
I was about to say.
Toxic
fuck up.
workplace. Toxic workplace.
Shut the fuck up.
So
We're getting that pizza party.
favorite show.
We get to wear jeans to the podcast on Fridays.
Oh my god! Favorite show a friend.
That got all.
I think he farted. He was like waving.
Oh my god, that would make me cry a little bit.
Oh, from your ass, from the sounds of it.
Apparently.
Guys, Shannon.
Oh no.
Shannon. You of all people.
Yeah, you of all people.
I said, go back and check the tape. I said, he crying from your eyes, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Listen back to
That's
it.
not what you said.
Jesse, favorite show that a friend introduced you to?
All right. So like my actual answer for this probably is The Office. But we've already talked about that one. So instead, I'm going to go with, I don't remember if it was Steven or Hunter that first told me that I absolutely needed to watch this show. But Peacemaker.
Oh yeah.
That was probably Steven.
I think it was Steven, because Steven was like super into it, made me watch the intro. And this was a show like I was very not interested, even though it was James Gunn involved with it. I was very, very not interested in the Suicide Squad, like James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie. But Steven told me, like, all right, you don't need to watch that movie, but you should watch it before you watch Peacemaker, and you need to watch Peacemaker. So I was like, fuck it. So me and Shelby watched the Suicide Squad, ended up enjoying the shit out of it. And then we watched Peacemaker, and both seasons are just fucking incredible.
I was on the fence about
Excellent show.
Until I saw the clip of him confronting his father, and his father's played by Robert Patrick.
Yeah.
It was very good. And I thought, man, John Cena's got some acting chops.
He really does.
He really does.
Like season 2 of this show, holy shit.
Yeah.
He's so good.
The clip of John Cena or Peacemaker telling them who else they could have put in jail instead of his dad pops up on my feed all the time, where he's just like Joe Montana, BTS, Ariana Grande, and he's just like, those people. Shut up! I'm not finished. And it's like 20 people.
Speaking of people, in between kibbles here, just got to mention. Michaela says the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Ooh.
Mandy, friend of the show. And Doball said Red Dwarf. Shelby, what say you? Caterpillar Man.
Caterpillar. Hang on, what did I pick? Let me find my list.
I want to know. Can you
Black
tell
Mirror.
me?
What was it?
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
Jesse suggested I watch it because it has a bunch of weird stuff going on, and I like weird stuff going on. Every episode's a different, weird, bizarre thing, and I love it.
Hunter recommended that one to me, and I really liked it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. We
one.
haven't watched the new season. We watched the first episode of the new season. I went, that's enough television for the rest of my life. But there are a couple of middle seasons. No. It's not that it's bad. It's just that it is so overwhelmingly depressing and disturbing. I went, I can't do this.
There is a lot of Black Mirror that is really fucking heavy, and I tell everybody, do not binge watch Black Mirror.
Don't binge it.
I've only watched one episode. I've only ever watched one episode in the entire series.
San Junipero?
I think it was actually called like Red Mirror in this particular episode or something. It was the only episode where it wasn't like science. It was attack.
The horror thing.
The horror one, yeah. With the devil or the demon
horror.
Or whatever. Yeah. Horror.
Yeah, 66. Something 66. I forget what it was called. They rebranded the series Red Mirror for that.
Yeah.
But what was the name of that episode?
It was very, very good. By the way, Josie said One Piece. Really, and I almost went, One Piece? That shit's so old. Then I realized that show's still going. Or she could be talking about the live action one, which is also still going.
1,100 episodes.
Oh boy, I bet the story's been consistent through the whole thing.
Demon 79 was the name of that episode.
Demon 79, yeah.
As One Mirror. Yeah,
and it was very good.
That was very good. Yep.
Yeah.
The middle run of Black Mirror, like seasons 2 to 4 or so, are incredible. They're all very good. San Junipero is not also a horror story. It's more emotional. It's like a drama. But that's the thing. If you pick and choose some of the episodes, you're going to find some of the best TV in terms of sci-fi out there.
Yeah, not every episode is a winner, but like they're the ones that are damn good.
It's an anthology series. Anthologies always like that, you know.
I don't even, because I guess like whenever I think of anthology, I think of like everything kind of converges. It's in the same universe.
And to be fair, this does do that. I mean, there are a few episodes of Black Mirror where they talk about
reference other episodes of it, but there's also definitely episodes that are in entirely their own, like they don't tie into anything else, like they're just their own unique thing.
And with that said, we're gonna get even more unique about it, and we're gonna go to Dalton Anthony.
So this one was recommended from like 4 of my friends, and I finally just watched it recently. But I've gotten into Avatar: The Last Airbender like really hard, to the point that I'm buying action figures. Look, it's Aang.
Hey, look at that bald child.
My camera's up here now. Shit, I forgot that I have a different webcam. But yeah, no, I've been enjoying the shit out of Avatar: The Last Airbender to the point that I might start reading books about it. Can't get
the comic books are genuinely great.
Maria tried to show me Avatar.
There's also that, yeah.
We watched 3 episodes of Avatar, and then we got an argument about John Oliver because she couldn't understand why black people were upset, and I had to like try to explain it to her.
Oh,
Avatar seemed fine though.
So anyway,
Avatar's for you.
Yeah, no, Avatar's amazing.
Don't hold on, don't gloss over what I said. It's your fault. You're the one that convinced me to give her the second date. Also,
that's why I was trying to gloss over it.
Dweezy said, I hate Avatar. Aang sucks.
Wait, are you talking about the movie that just came out?
I've never watched any of it.
That just came out called Avatar Aang.
Michaela was banned from watching Avatar. Are you talking about the blue people or the... There's 2. Anyway, Avatar. Anyway. Yeah. Okay.
This is so mean.
Big Avatar. Or Tanner.
Motherfucker. There's nothing blue about me.
No, the other guy.
Yeah, Tanner's an earthbender for sure.
Yeah, he's a bullshit bender.
God damn.
Anyway, so when me and my wife first started dating, she was introducing me to several shows. There was 2 she introduced me to, and I love them both. And they're both going to be on here. But for this category, I'm going to go with Roswell, the original TV series from 1999 to 2002.
I remember that show.
Katherine Heargle.
Yeah.
And I fucking love that show. I can go back and watch it still sometimes. It's very, very good.
It was a very, very interesting show. I never watched it, but I always wanted to because I didn't go for that whole
great premise.
The whole pretty people TV, other than like Beverly Hills 90210 and Melrose Place.
It was very much a like it was on. Oh crap! What's the channel?
It was WB, wasn't it?
CW, it's CW. What CW is now is WB now.
Okay.
Or was WB, now it's CW.
Yeah.
It's very much one of those shows. But I was of that age at the time, and it was very good.
Yeah, I said I always wanted to watch it. Never got a chance to. William Sadler was in it. Love that. All right. Double H.
It's King of the Hill. And to be fair, I'm bending this one a little bit because introduced to, I guess, could imply that I didn't know anything about it or I'd never heard anything about it. I'd seen episodes of King of the Hill. I was aware of King of the Hill. It's not like I didn't know it didn't happen. But you guys convinced me over several 4th of July to go back and actually watch the whole series. And so it was last summer, actually. It was about a year ago, Sarah and I sat down and watched it all the way up until the debut of the new season. I also could have had this in still running, but yeah, that's the one. That's the one. It's a good show, and it's one of the last times that I can remember somebody recommending something, and I went, "Yes, I should go watch this." And then afterward, I went, "Yes, they were right. I should have gone and watched this." Don't get me wrong. There are some episodes in the late seasons of the original run where you're like, "What the hell is happening right now?" But that's any show that runs for 14 fucking seasons.
After Lucky becomes a main character, I really checked out of King of the Hill, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
but
a little weird.
But the new seasons again
I
are great.
really like Lucky.
I like him now.
Like, I hated
I didn't
Lucky
like him at the
first,
time.
but-
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't even find Bobby as annoying now as I did back then, but boy did I. Hey, here's the problem with me. I don't watch TV, and friends don't recommend television shows to me usually, and when they do, I don't watch them. And it's not because of them. It's because of me. Hunter recommended Midnight Mass, and I still haven't watched it, and I need to.
That's another one I watched that he told me to watch, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah,
It
so
is
same.
shocking to me that you haven't watched Midnight Mass like as much as you
for real.
loved his other works.
I haven't got around to it yet. Like I want to, I just haven't got around to it yet. But two that I can specifically remember, and I had to pick between the two, and I'm going to invoke the name. Allie told me both of these, and it was the one that I didn't go with was The Good Place, which was just a fantastic show. She's the one that said, "Hey, we got to watch this." Then again, she's also the one that said, "Hey, we need to watch American Horror Story Roanoke." Fuck that. That was fucking horrible. But she got this one right.
Yeah.
But the one
The first half of that, the
Was
first half
great.
of the season wasn't terrible.
was great. But then they went
Then they-
back. Jesse.
Yeah, they went back. Why did they go back, Shannon?
Because the fucking
Why did they
Ryan,
go back?
because Ryan Murphy is a hack anyway. but the show that I'm actually going to go with is another one that she said I watched like episodes of this and we have to watch it together, and I ended up loving it mostly because of one specific character, but you'll see his name pop up on this list again, and that show is called The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. And by the way, that character's name is Titus Andromeda. Oh my god. One of
Your
the
favorite song in a show, but that's the
Boobs
one I'm
in
looking for.
California is the greatest song ever made. Oh, my
Boy,
favorite.
that show started so good and ended so not.
It did, but man, the highs were so high. Like
It's true.
when it was
It is
peak,
true.
it was peak, and we laughed our asses off at that show. Fucking Titus Andromeda, I seriously think is one of the greatest characters ever just come up with. He's so good. I never finished that show. I never watched the last
Good.
like 2 episodes.
Keep it that way.
Yeah, John Hamm is in it.
Yeah.
Carol
Okay, John
Kane.
Hamm.
There's a bunch of great people in that show. Yeah, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is started good, and now I'm really sad because you guys. I heard it wasn't as good, but like I'm getting some vibes here.
The final season
Really not.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's rough. It's
All
rough
right,
watching.
Lindsay, what's a favorite show that a friend introduced you to?
Well, I had never seen Buffy, but yet you still showed me Angel, and it was great, even with you having to explain all the Buffy references to me.
That's because it's just a damn good show, Hunter. We talked about how good Joss Whedon is.
It is.
Goddamn shame he's so weird.
Yep. Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.
I've also never watched Angel, for the record. I think I told you this.
Still
I've seen
good.
most, if not all, of Buffy, but I never got back around to Angel. So maybe someday.
Angel was like a slightly more serious Buffy. Like it still had all the humor, the Whedon humor, but it was way darker.
Until
It was
you got to the last season.
well. Then there's
'Cause then you got
puppets
Muppet
and
Angel.
yeah. You also got, I think, one of the greatest scenes ever in a television show. There's a character in the show named Lorne, and you can sing for him. And if you sing for him, he could tell your future. So Angel and the gang decided to go down to old Lorne's nightclub so that they can sing and find out what happens. They walk in, and there's a character named Lindsay, who's played by Christian Kane, who's extremely handsome, and he sings this song. And Lindsay, what was the name of that song? Something about oh my god, I don't remember it. I remember how it
remember
starts.
what the song
Pretty
is.
girl on every corner. It's like a country song. It's very, very good. He sings this, and everyone's so in love with his singing. It's LA Song. That's what it's called, LA Song. Everyone's in love with his singing, and Angel's just like, I can do that. And then Angel gets up there and just sucks. And it's just so funny because the bad guy has this beautiful voice, and Angel, the hero, is just terrible. It's very, very funny. It's so good. I also really love that show. Sorry. I'm going to geek out on that show whenever I get a chance.
It's okay.
Hey, what are you doing?
And the comic that comes after, it's also very good. After the Fall.
Yes.
Yeah. It's got some good moments. Hey, show you watched with a parent. This one was hard for me because I didn't watch TV with my parents. We had very different tastes. They liked George Conway Twitty, and I liked music. So that's unfair to Conway Twitty. Jesse, what's
Ladies
a
and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
Mr. Kanye Twitty? Jesse, what's a show you watched with a parent?
I'm in a very similar boat to you, Shannon. I had very, very different tastes to my parents. The one show that I do remember enjoying from time to time watching, though, was Star Trek, the original series.
That's a good pick.
My dad was obsessed with Star Trek. He preferred the original series, but he also liked the Next Generation a whole lot. And that one, like, there's a handful of episodes that I really enjoyed watching with him.
I say that show was very good, and it is, except for one thing. Do you know what that one thing that I hated about the original Star Trek series is?
Was it Bill Shatner?
It was not. Are you crazy? I'm going to put it up on the screen. If you watch the stream, you'll see it.
Oh, from the close, from the credits.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, wait, shit. I put Robbie Guard up again. Hold on. My bad. Hold on.
That's the one thing he doesn't like about the original Star Trek.
It's Robbie Guard.
Gerardo Mayer, Robbie Guard.
No, they're right. It's this fucker. Yeah. He just pops up in the fucking ending and is scared the hell out of me. Ugh.
Yeah.
Creepy fuck. All right. Let's get in between Kimballs. Really got to change the name of that segment. Doughball said Game Changer, which I actually don't know what that is. You'll have to tell me what that is. Michaela, once again, Young and the Restless. And Doughball clarified the other show was Dropout. I think I remember that one. Josie said Hogan's Heroes.
Shows on Dropout. Dropout is like a modern
what's Dropout?
Gaming network type thing. It's guys from like Critical Role and all that show up. Bradley Mulligan. They play like game show type games
and stuff like that. Well,
Game Changer is a thing like that. No, the Game Changer is like
Game Changer. Yeah, okay.
Which
Dropout, they do a lot of like
Dropout's a network.
Can I drop a bombshell right now? Can I drop? I need Hunter's permission on this. Can I drop the bombshell right now?
Yeah, do it. Yeah, you got it.
I'm happy to announce that later this year, PZ85 Plays is stepping in to the world of Azeroth as we start a World of Warcraft campaign on Plays, and I'm so excited for it. I'm seriously jazzed about this. No offense to Tanner and Power Rangers, we're all having a lot of fun, but Warcraft, oh my god, I want it.
Source book comes out in November, so we'll see how fast we make it happen.
Can I finally have an undead paladin?
Probably.
I think so. I would be surprised if you couldn't, honestly. I believe I've been nominated to DM this, and I'm here for it. I'm going to make it happen. It feels right.
This is a true story. Hunter said me and him were going to sit down one of these days and talk about it, and I'm for that. Yes. I wouldn't mind DMing this. I don't want to suck, but I do know a lot about World of Warcraft and the history.
Yeah. We went back and forth on this, and the thing was really, and I will absolutely step aside and let you DM it if you want to. I know this is not the time for this conversation.
Sure.
But I also want you to play it. I
also want to play it. Yeah. We might even be able to get Jesse back for this one. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
It would be pretty easy to talk me into it, I think.
Where were we? Oh, we're in the people here. Josie said Hogan's Heroes, which is a lie. Doughball also said, whose line is it anyway? Josie said
on Me TV.
Me and Dad, Person of Interest. Oh. Which one's Hogan's Heroes?
It's an older sitcom.
Is that the one with Bob Crane?
It's the I See Nothing and the
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then Zach says sup, and also told us that Super Troopers 3 was awesome. I'm glad he's finally joining
gave it
us.
A thumb up.
Right, meow. All right. Second is Big Bang Theory. Hey, Shelby, what is the show you watch with a parent?
Let me go to my list here because we didn't watch much TV. The one thing I did watch was with my mom, and I didn't pay much attention to it. It was just because I was sitting there watching it with her. It was Lost.
I didn't know anybody into that show. I think if I had known anyone that was into the show, they could have talked me into watching it, but nobody was.
Aaron was the only person I knew who was super into it, and he got. By the time he was telling me about being into it, it was like the 3rd or 4th season. And I was like, I'm happy for you. We're sorry that happened, man. And I just never made a point to get into that show. Now, he did talk me to watch Dexter, and that was almost one that I put up for the show that someone recommended you to watch. However, Dexter was great for about 3 seasons, and then it was real shitty for the end of the series and everything that happened afterward.
Yeah. Season 4 I remember being really good. There was like a season in between 1 and 4 that was awful.
Wasn't the John Lithgow season like he was like
3.
the guy, right? Like the John Lithgow bad guy was the bad guy.
Yes, and that was the 4th one. He was the Trinity killer. That was the one where really the series should have ended. He kills Dexter's wife. This is not a spoiler. This fucking series has been out forever. He kills his wife, and that's like the big thing. And then everything after that is kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll tie it all together real quick.
The finale was so fucking bad, and then I heard the revival was also really fucking bad.
I'll tie this back to what Lindsay said with Angel. His wife was played by Julie Benz, who also played Darla in Buffy and Angel. So, yeah. I like Julie Benz. She's awesome. Hey, we got an extra in here. Zach said SVU, Raw. Well, hold on, Zach. SVU, Raw, Roseanne, and Cops, what we watched. Damn, I forgot about Roseanne.
I did watch Roseanne with my parents too.
Everyone watched Roseanne with their parents, I think. That was like required.
Yeah.
I don't think we did, man. For as much as I was into sitcoms and I don't think we watched Roseanne. I mean, obviously I'm aware of it. I've seen some episodes, but like, I don't remember my parents being into that show at all. And I don't remember seeing very much of it.
We were big into
I was
this.
a huge fan of Roseanne and Married with Children.
I had a parent that made watching TV with them very difficult.
Oh,
So I had a parent that made watching TV with them very difficult. So that's why I've only got like 2 shows to pick from.
What's a good pick? It's a good pick. Hey, let's go to Dalton.
Friends. My mom loved Friends whenever I was a kid, so it was always on the TV. I could have also said Roseanne.
The exact same thing.
Yeah.
Friends. My mom was a big fan of Friends too. I would have said it exactly the same way if that's what I was going with here. I have Friends on my list later, but it's not here. Again, I tried to split them up where I didn't have to do the same things multiple times.
Friends, extremely popular. Allie also tried to get me to watch that one, but it did not connect with me. It seemed fine. It seemed fine. Just, I was mostly out of like sitcoms at that point. I still am checked out of sitcoms. Now, Sadness, that makes me laugh. All right, let's go to Big Tanner. Big T.
So this was a tougher choice for me because I watched a lot of shows with my parents, including like every Sunday night was America's Funniest Home Videos, and then Superman or Lois and Clark.
And I can't imagine Hee Haw wasn't on that list.
It was not. But the show that I connected to the most growing up was with my dad and X-Files.
Man, I wish my dad wanted to watch stuff like that. My dad legitimately made me watch Hee Haw.
Oh, my dad still sits down and watches things like X-Files and Expedition Unknown and Curse of Oak Island. He still watches all that. He's where I get that love of that stuff from.
Damn, you just unlocked another memory, man. Why? All right, let's go to. Well, now I don't know which one to pick. Let's go to Hunter.
Yeah, Jesse mentioned earlier. That's why I told him to because it's Married with Children.
Yeah,
I know I told the story before.
Yeah,
but that's like when I was watching that show, I was way too young to be watching it, so it could also fit another category on this list. But I have a different one for that. And it was with my dad. Technically, it was with my parents. My mom thought it was funny too, which was rare because my mom didn't like anything like that kind of stuff. Again, she was much more of a Friends type person. But yeah, this is the one. Like when I think about watching TV, sitcoms, whatever around our house, because we actually also watched, I feel like, a decent amount of TV together. That's what it was. Stuff like the X-Files and the Simpsons, and maybe the Simpsons, but the X-Files, I watched that by myself. But yeah, Married with Children was, I think, probably to this day, it's probably my dad's favorite sitcom.
It's the funniest sitcom I've ever watched. Like a lot of it doesn't hold up anymore, but like, how many times did me, you, and Cody, even though he didn't want to admit it, we'd watch those clips at the store and we would just be dying laughing. How many times did Maria almost get me murdered at my apartment because of Married with Children? It's the one was enough. One was enough. It was incredibly funny, but trying to show anyone that now, especially when they're 14 years younger than you and never watched it before, was not easy.
Nope.
Well, you unlocked a couple memories in me, all of you, so now I have a hard time picking. Because initially, and I put him in a list of order here. Initially, I was going to say Law and Order because my mom and I watched a lot of Law and Order together, but not enough that I could justify it. So then I went with Quantum Leap because my mom loved Quantum Leap. I don't know if I ever told Lindsay this. She loved Quantum Leap, and we'd watch together all the time. But then I remembered one of you guys said a second ago, the one that I remember watching with my parents all the time is my dad and I watched the shit out of Gunsmoke. It was my dad's favorite show, and he had control of the TV. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I also liked Gunsmoke. James Arness's Matt Dillon was very, very good. It was either that or Bonanza, and I really loved Gunsmoke. So yeah, it was a good show, man. My dad used to watch the Western Channel religiously, so it was like once I got homeschooled because I was getting in fights at school all the time, it was Gunsmoke and Wild Wild West and Days of Our Lives and shit like that. I grew up on the weirdest shows. Has anyone else ever watched Gunsmoke? I'm curious.
Yes,
I've
have.
seen at least
and
one episode. Yeah.
Okay, good.
That was another show we watched like crazy, along with Bonanza.
Yeah, my dad also loved Bonanza, but I always thought Gunsmoke was just a little bit cooler. It was just a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
We got a couple things in the chat I want to get to really quick. Doball said Simpsons, X-Files, and other stuff. If there's a show that I think Hunter and I, Simpsons and X-Files, that's like our thing. That's something we connect on a biblical level. And Jeopardy. Also watched a lot of Jeopardy. Michaela said Hee Haw was on mine forcefully. And then Zach's is the one I wanted to come back to. My dad wanted me to watch a Germany Ghost. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
What the fuck
I was
does
hoping
that
someone
mean?
would address that.
What is a Germany Ghost?
I don't know.
And Doball said I settled my mom for Star Trek Next Generation. Damn it, that's another one that me and my mom used to watch all the time. I can't back you up on the next one though, because I'm saving that for later. And CSI, good lord, there's a lot of messages. Dad only watched Gunsmoke at my grandmother's house. It's a good show. Zach has seen it. CSI and Law and Order. And then Zach, that used to be on one of my mom's in a group home. You still not answered about the German Ghost.
Yeah, I'm very confused.
What about Rifleman or Cheyenne? He did watch Cheyenne. I've actually never heard of Rifleman. I'm gonna have to look that one up. I'll tell you
really
when we're not live. Did your dad kill the German? And you talked to his ghost? What happened?
He wants you to keep an eye on it?
Is this a porn? A German ghost porn? And you're ashamed?
Okay.
I don't know.
I got it.
All right.
Boy, I can't wait to hear the robot read that one.
Lindsay, show you watched with a parent.
It was kind of the same thing that, like, after 7 o'clock, Dad had control of the TV anyways, so I watched a lot of shows. But the first one that came to mind that consistently watching together was Home Improvement.
Oh man, actually that would have been a good one for me too, because I remember both of my parents liked that show a lot. I think that was the one where my mom was like, "Look, if we're watching Married with Children, we're also watching fucking Home Improvement. All right, we gotta balance the fucking scale somehow here."
I'm sorry. I have to draw attention back to Zach, who in the chat said, in simple terms, my dad wasn't there and very German, and you know the rest. I don't. What the fuck are you talking about? It's like a fucking.
Hey, Bobby Hill. That's a Bobby Hill line.
What are you talking
is a show
about?
that you watch together? I'm so confused.
Home Improvement.
It sounds like his
My
dad
dad
was
also
dead,
loved it.
and he wanted. So the only way you could watch shows with his dad was.
You do. I've told you the story. We're gonna have to talk after off camera, man, because maybe I'm a little too high for this. We'll find out. Lindsay, that's a good pick. It's not my favorite.
We rewatched Home Improvement over this past winter, and it was surprisingly good at how good it was early on, and then also just not. Oh man, the series finale when it ended, Sarah goes, "That's it." Like the way it ends is so weird.
It also wasn't it what launched? Was it Pamela Anderson's career or Jenny McCarthy? It's Pamela Anderson, right? Yeah, launched her career. She was huge after this. And Richard Karn
too, right?
No, she was on something else. Jenny McCarthy. She wasn't the second Tool Time girl. She was
a guest star on it one time, but yeah, no, she was popular already by then.
She was on the MTV show. There was a dating show where, like, do you remember this show?
Singled Out.
Yes. Oh my god, do you guys remember it? Yes. I fucking love that show.
There's an episode of Boy Meets World about it. So
that's awesome.
Keeps getting the wrong girl.
There was one. Look, I know it sounds like I'm drunkenly rambling, but this is this kind of pointed. There was a episode of Singled Out where it was a bunch of guys, and there's probably like five. I don't know why I'll never forget this. There's like 5 to 10 dudes, and the question was, like, do you pee in the shower or pee in the shower? It's okay. Everyone said no, that's gross, except one dude. He was the one guy, and she kicked his ass to the curb. And I just thought, damn, that's embarrassing. You're the only person on television to say that, and
it's already on the card, man. You can't do shit about it. It's already there.
All right. Anyway, where were we? Nostalgic Childhood Show? Yeah. Nostalgic Childhood Show.
For this week.
For this week. This will be another 4-week thing. So all through August. This was my birthday present from everybody. So.
Yes.
Dalton,
what'd you get him again?
What'd you get me, Dalton? Because Josie got me some, like 3 cases of Pepsi.
And watched Gunsmoke.
What? Okay.
I knew Singled Out with Chris Hardwick.
And I appreciate that.
That was your gift.
Nostalgic Childhood Show. Let's start with Jesse. Jesse, hit me.
There's a lot of options for this, but I know one of them is probably getting mentioned later. So I'm going to go with Batman, the animated series.
Oh,
good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
It's that is a show that still holds up. Like I think somebody brand new to like that doesn't need any rose-colored glasses or anything. It's so well done. It's so good.
Yeah,
and it's so easy to find. It's on HBO, I think, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's all
on
there.
HBO. Like I've got the Blu-ray. Kevin Conroy is incredible. Like that's still the voice of Batman in my head when I'm reading comic books. Ace and I got to meet him a few years ago. That was awesome. Batman animated series is so damn good.
It is also the show that literally gave the world Harley Quinn. She was created for that show. And she's like the most popular DC character now.
One of them, like the DC has openly said, like, so they always had like the Trinity, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, and now Harley Quinn. They've got 4. They're the 4 pillars of DC now.
That's how good she is. It's also the show that basically redefined who Mr. Freeze was. And made him like a tragic character. Yeah, that show was awesome. That show was like on a different level.
Fucking good.
Because I watched that show at the same time I watched X-Men, the original 90s cartoon, and I loved X-Men. But X-Men was like watching B action films with, Billy Blanks, and it's just a lot of fun. And Batman the Animated Series was the fucking Liam Neeson film over there. It's like, oh, but that's better.
So good.
That's a real show.
All right, let's get between Kimbles here. Michaela said the Amanda Bynes Show. Sure. Doughball said Captain N, the Game Master, and I said just you wait, because I have something to add on to that. They also confirmed that Batman the Animated Series did fuck so hard. Zach said Gargoyles, which is a good pick. I also really loved Gargoyles. That's where I first heard Keith David.
That voice.
Josie's making up things. She said Wildcrats, which I'm assuming is a Chat GPT creation that she made. And Zach said I got a black eye due to watching Gargoyles. Was it by your ghost German father? I don't know.
I guess he tried jumping off of something to fly.
Shelby,
Zach, did you have the board game that went like that had a VHS that came with it that played you through the game? He could answer later. Go ahead, Shelby.
What am I doing?
He said yes.
Childhood show.
Gargoyles.
There you go.
Literally what we were just talking about. Yeah. Zach picked it too.
That was Zach's pick. So
Yeah, I was not paying any attention. I'm so sorry.
We were talking about how hard it fucked and how good it was.
You could have lied, Shelby, and said no, that was my pick anyway. Like you could have not have said you weren't paying attention. That was a you call.
This is why we love. Well, this is why we love Shelby. She's She's America's sweetheart.
I had to ask what I was doing.
Yeah,
there was no hiding that.
Shelby, did you have the board game that came with the VHS? Because that's what I literally just asked Zach.
No,
Zach does or did.
And Zach did.
Yeah,
that was super cool until we realized that like. I don't think that you could play it independently of the VHS, and there were no other options. It always played out the same way.
You ever play this goddamn Commodore 64 thing with the tape player? Anyway, yeah, I saw that too, Hunter.
It turns out That's how he got the black eye.
My mom caught me watching during bedtime, so I ran and jumped and tried to hide under my bed, but slammed my face into the metal bed.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And Doughball said, and Reboot. I fucked with Reboot back in the day. That was a good damn show. Weird thing now, though. Literally help. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, let's go to the Big D, Dalton Anthony.
The
Why did
Adventures
Lindsay?
of Jimmy Neutron.
I'm sorry.
Wait, why are you talking over my
I
pick?
don't understand why Lindsay didn't jump in there and help me with Reboot. It's one of her favorite fucking shows, but she let me drown like a dead
I
fish.
like the last 2 seasons. When Enzo grows up, onward is really good. The first 2 seasons are kind of boring.
Oh, do you remember that old class they used to make us watch at school when Enzo grew up onwards? Anyway,
I think that was it was in black and white, and the narrator would talk like this: when Enzo grows up and becomes a man, he...
Remember when certain people couldn't vote? That kind of thing. Dalton, go ahead.
All right, so Jimmy Neutron, Dalton.
If you remember,
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
Yeah.
I hate you guys so much.
What was Jimmy Neutron?
So
That's the
mine's the-
little weird mouth boy, the Conan boy, right? They look like Conan O'Brien?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
weird mouth.
His mouth was not the part that I would have called weird.
It was
Yeah,
definitely
What would you have
Hair.
called?
It was,
The hair?
it was more of the shape of his hair. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
But I
you-
very
you-
much-
you
Supposed
shaped
it was
after an ice
Conan.
cream cone.
Yeah. There was a lot of choices I could have made for that because Nickelodeon was really hitting hard at that time whenever I was a kid. But Jimmy Neutron was the one that I watched I think that I enjoyed the most. It would
What,
have been that or Hey Arnold.
was that a movie that became a
God damn, I
show
love
or a
fucking
show that
Hey
became a movie?
Show that became a movie.
Show that became a movie.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Because then they ended up doing a bunch of the crossover movies with Fairly Odd Parents. Which also could have
So
been a good...
disturbing.
It's like the first
Fairly
MCU.
Odd Parents.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah, though, like Nickelodeon was like throwing out banger after banger back then.
That was the channel I watched as a kid. I always talk about how I never watched like kid things when I was a child, but I did watch Nickelodeon. But that was in the 80s. It was a different time. Dalton, you looked upset that I had
It
a
was in
childhood. Is that
Weird
okay?
phases.
No, you said my answer for 4 weeks from now. 3 weeks from now. 4 weeks from now.
Oh, God damn it. I'm so sorry.
It wouldn't have gotten to you anyway, big dog.
Damn.
No,
That's
it's
fair.
it's just gonna be a round where we just talk about one channel.
Not me.
Yeah.
CNN. All right. Let's go. Who was next? I think it's Tanner.
Tanner.
I'm pretty sure.
Tanner,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So the obvious answer is we've
Elon.
talked about it before. I'm running a show right now, running a game right now about it, but it's not my answer. As much as I love that show, my favorite show growing up, and I cannot stress this enough, Camp Anawana, we hold you in our hearts.
Salute
And
your
when-
shorts.
I'm not
About
continuing.
you.
I'm sorry.
It makes me want to fart.
Makes me want to fart.
What the fuck?
It's I
Get
hope
right,
we'll never
Nick.
part. Get it right.
I fucking loved Salute Your Shorts. That show, I can still go back and watch it. It was so funny. That was my go-to show on Nickelodeon growing up.
That's the song,
That was-
though?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's the camp song.
Budnick says the wrong line on purpose.
Wrong one. Yeah,
Okay.
It's Camp Anawana, we hold you in our hearts, and when I think about you, it makes
Yeah,
me
they're-
want to
Yeah.
fart.
yeah, that's fine. Well, all right, potty mouth. We're going to move on to Double H.
It's the Adventures of Pete and Pete. Look, you want to
That's
talk
what I
about
thought what Tanner was
nostalgia?
talking about at first. Yeah.
No, see, that's what I thought Dalton was going to say, and I was like, when the fuck did he watch that? Because it was definitely not on the air when he was, like, born.
Yeah, I'm younger than all of you guys.
Bob,
I didn't even
Bob,
think
Pete ran
Bitch.
3 seasons, man. Yeah, no, Pete and Pete ran 3 seasons, but that's one of those things. It's the Nirvana of TV shows, man. What little bit there is, every bit of it is banger after banger after banger. It's funny, it's heartwarming, it's unique. Like there's not another thing like it that exists. It's so good, and it's one of those shows that, again, when it comes to nostalgia, I remember spending Saturdays with my grandpa. He loved watching Nickelodeon with me, especially these kind of like weird shows. Like he liked Beavis and Butthead and that kind of stuff. So he really liked this show as well. Sarah got me the first 2 season DVDs, the only ones they ever produced years ago. I don't care how much they're worth. I'm never letting them go.
Bob said that I was the bus driver, and I still don't understand that reference.
Yeah, and he's right.
Yeah.
He's right.
Damn it.
I'll show you some clips tomorrow, and
Okay.
you'll understand.
Okay, that sounds good. And I'm also very sad. So for my pick, what do you define as childhood? Like, when does your childhood end? When you have sex?
Late high school, college. Like that's probably when childhood ends.
Why don't you say the thing you're thinking and we'll help?
Well, because I have 2 answers, depending on, no, you had to be under a certain age or not. Because if you have to be under a certain age, go ahead, Don.
We'll say elementary, middle school.
I kind of want to know his answer if his answer is before you had sex, because like that could be a move.
Yeah, I was like 40, so there's a lot of time there. If it had to be
the Dexter reboot,
That was just 10 years ago.
I ended up putting this on another part of my list because I didn't know if I could use it for this, so that rhymed. I will say my runner-up was Mr. Show with Bob and David, but that started in 95 and I was 13. So I was like, well, is 13 still childhood? Republicans would say it's not, so I didn't know how you guys felt about it.
I would put that as childhood.
I think they would say it was. Yeah, that's what they're going for.
And I was watching Mr. Show at 13, which is bad. But I put it on another part of my list, so I want something a little bit more innocent, and I went with the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Because does it hold up? Not in any way at all.
No.
Other than the live action segments with Lou Albano and Danny Wells. Those are
I
fantastic.
still enjoy those.
Those are fantastic, but the cartoon's terrible. But as a kid, I fucking loved that show. It had the music from the game. It had the character designs. Lou Albano will always be my Mario. I don't know about this Charles guy that goes Yahoo. No, fuck that. It's Captain Lou. It's Captain Lou all day. Captain Lou Albano as Mario is the one that uttered the actual line from the show that said, I think it's like smoking or something or doing drugs, is you go to hell before you die. He said that as Mario. And like Doughball said,
this is why you like the show.
I didn't know about that until Ari told me. Doughball, though, the Mario thing, that was so popular when I was younger, we thought it was actually in the game. You would get at the top of the vine and keep holding up, and he would just like start hopping around.
Dance.
Yeah, and we thought that was doing the Mario. That's how popular it was. Yeah, the Mario show was fucking awesome. It's one of the only times Nintendo ever like licensed their characters out for stuff like that. It was very, very good. Now it's not good. It's not good at all. But back in the day, holy shit, I loved it. So yeah, Mario Brothers. And not Mr. Show. I watched a lot of HBO as a kid. It's hot in here. Lindsay, go ahead.
This rich motherfucker with his HBO.
We were just watching you this time. Yeah, I was gonna say, fucking HBO
Well,
Rockefeller over here.
Important to note, my parents had bought one of those giant satellite dishes. I'm pretty sure he stole it from a army base, and I had to like physically move it myself to get to watch the shows I wanted to watch, which was HBO, Sailor Moon, and the most pixelated snowy porn you've ever watched.
I do remember when we got our first satellite, and it was just in the backyard, and you had to point it at just the right way.
Yes, the Galaxy.
manually.
The Galaxy. Doughball. Remember when Ernie Hudson was a Ghostbuster on it in one episode, Shannon? Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about the real fucking Ghostbusters, because that also could have been on here very easily. But yeah, Ernie Hudson was on that show. Dalton Sergeant Slaughter was on that show as Sergeant Slaughter.
G.I. Joe too.
Yeah, it was kind of like SNL. You would have all these big guest stars pop in just randomly on the Mario show, and then they would go to a cartoon of it, and then they show the preview for Legend of Zelda, and you had Zelda like on the weekends. Holy shit, a Zelda cartoon? It was so fucking cool.
I still have a satellite in the front of my house. It's not connected to anything, and I got to figure out how to get rid of it. But I still have a satellite in my front yard.
Not like mine. Mine looked like if you watched a 1980s war movie, it would appear in it somewhere.
Yeah, I want to say mine was like Capital
You
something.
expected Jodie Foster trying to make contact with somebody.
She caught an alien upside the head. All right, well, we're going to move on to the last person, Lindsay, Nostalgia Childhood Show, and we're getting out of here.
This one was also hard for me because I just live in my childhood shows.
She does.
In the long run, I went with Fraggle Rock. It's still my
That's a good
favorite of
answer.
the Henson Productions.
Yeah.
I can watch any episode at any given time and still fully enjoy it.
I had never really heard of Fraggle Rock until her. Like, I knew the Muppets, I knew Kermit and all them. I loved them. But then Lindsay introduced me to Fraggle Rock, and I was like, this is special. And that's when I realized Jim Henson was a treasure, because that man put out gold constantly. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Damn, she wouldn't even help me out on Fraggle Rock.
I've literally never seen one.
No,
section.
you tried to help.
Yeah,
you
same.
tried to help.
Yeah.
Everybody else left me to burn. All right. Lord, that's one of my favorite parts about that Christmas movie we watch is it has the Muppets, it has Sesame Street, and it has the Fraggles.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find.
I was trying to throw her a bone, and she went hungry. Yeah.
I'm trying to find. I found the company. We had a Prime Star satellite dish, and I'm trying to find a picture of the one that we had in our backyard.
The only time we had satellite was by the time it was DirecTV, and it was one of those mini dishes. Like,
yeah, no, not us.
We mounted it on our roof, and
yeah.
No, yeah.
What are you talking about? Because I had a great aunt she lived out in the middle of nowhere, like outside of Charleston, and they had that satellite dish that was like the size of your fucking car.
Yes,
and it was always that thing where like whoever mowed the yard didn't really mow well around it, and so there was always like a whole bunch of extra grass. Nobody's getting the weed eater out to take care of the satellite and piss me off.
I'm going to put this in the group chat. I don't remember if ours was like this or if it was solid, because it was absolutely looked just like this, and it was huge. But I remember the base being bigger, and I don't think, Lindsay, I don't remember if you were there when we still had it. I don't remember it being see-through. I thought it was like a solid block.
So my uncle had one of those kind of satellites, but that's like, I think it's called like a C-band satellite. And it was
with the different
like
galaxies
antenna. Like it didn't get like because did you have like an actual like satellite receiver in the house like that had you had a subscription that you had to pay for with like channel packages and stuff?
Yeah, it was a full-on I'm pretty sure it was, I know there was a box at least, and you would go to the channel and pick the galaxy, and each galaxy had its own channels on there, and then you could also, for both films and adult films, move it just a little bit that you would descramble the channel. That was literally my introduction to what women look like, and as far as I know, that's still what they look like.
So the one that I sent is I think basically, I'm pretty sure that is the one that we had when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's not the one I had. Mine looked exactly like the one I posted, just maybe even bigger. It was absolutely insane. That's the one that when it finally died,
these are the little guys.
I went out and grabbed that thing and literally pushed it in the right direction until it got KTLA in Los Angeles and played Sailor Moon.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's the one I just posted. That's what the one in my great aunt's house looked like.
That looks very similar.
Like
yeah,
gleaming white.
Yeah, the big ones.
That's probably what you're talking about. You were getting KTLA in fucking Illinois.
Yeah, and fun fact: when KTLA eventually dropped Sailor Moon, because that's where I saw it. I would try to watch Pokemon before I went to school. I was doing driver's ed, even though I was homeschooled. I was doing driver's ed at the school, and I would watch Pokemon. And then I started watching Sailor Moon before that, and I got obsessed with it. And then one day KTLA drops it. I didn't understand contracts and shit like that back in the day, so Sailor Moon's not on anymore. I emailed KTLA. I literally emailed KTLA and said, "Hey, could you put more Sailor Moon on?" I realize now how stupid that sounds, but as I was a kid, I was really hoping I could change their mind. And they emailed me back and said, "Hey, we don't have the license for it anymore. We apologize." And they said, "I think it's on Cartoon Network now." And I was like, "Well, I don't have Cartoon Network, so I can't watch it." I made my parents get Cartoon Network so I could continue watching Sailor Moon. Is the point of the story. Jesus Christ, how sad I was. Anyway,
you're just out there spinning that dish slowly.
I'm hoping. I'm like Serena, and I'm twisting. And that's gonna do it for us tonight. Oh, go ahead. No, it's not. Breaking news.
Say, with our satellite, there was no twisting or anything on that. Like we had to get it because I remember we had the satellite receiver box, and we had someone in there watching like the strength of the signal, and we had to position it exactly correctly to get at least, I think it was like 85%, or it wouldn't even try to connect to anything.
Yeah, see,
And we had such a small backyard without like very many like ways we could point the damn thing. So yeah, it was a pain in the ass. There was no out there and shuffling. Once we got it in spot, we tried not to even touch it after that.
we didn't have a signal thing. There was no like percentage you had to connect to be able to get a signal at all. It was literally the closer you pointed it towards that galaxy, quote unquote, the sharper it was. So for like the movie channels, we used to point it just close enough where it would break through and we could hear it and see it, but it was super fuzzy. One day, I guess we did that too much and we broke it. And it wouldn't do anything anymore. You'd hit the galaxy and it wouldn't move. And I went out there and I had the front door open to my trailer. Yeah, Dalton, a trailer. I had the door open and I would be yelling.
That would be to Lindsay.
Her dad at least. I would be yelling at whoever was in the living room, like, hey, let me know when I'm on it. And when they told me it was on Cartoon Network, or KTLA or whatever, I would pause it and go, cool, leave it here, don't move it, because I got to watch my Sailor Moon. I was not a popular child after a point.
Huh.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to Podzilla 1985. We'd like to remind you that tomorrow it's Hunter. We're doing it once again. We're kicking off Hot Chocobo Nights 2 all summer long. Tomorrow that starts with Repo and Dale and Dwibber's Jambalambin machines. That's tomorrow.
I think you got one word right.
Jambalambin, that's my favorite one.
Is that a new word for coffee machine?
It is now. Dalton, if you've never seen it, it's literally The Office, but Among Us. You all play characters that's either a slacker or a worker, and it is very, very fun. That and Repo, that's tomorrow, and maybe some in-game. You never know what we're going to do. On Saturday, assuming it doesn't fuck on me again, it's PZ85 Pro, as the Pro universe is getting hotter than ever as we head towards anniversary. It is literally the 1 year anniversary of this show being on Twitch, and I cannot believe we're saying that. And it gets more and more popular every week, it feels like. Big things happening this weekend. Of course, you're going to see your favorites in action. We're also kicking off a little bit of tournament I haven't told you about, Hunter. This is very exciting.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't want to reveal too much. You got to tune in Saturday to find out, or listen to us tomorrow. I'll talk about it tomorrow. This is your reminder to tune us on we'll keep you on the cliff there. And then Double H, the champion, is going to call out Mr. 100, who came back last Saturday. Ask him what the hell's going on. That's this Saturday on PZ85 Pro. On Sunday, we do Faraga. Do it all again next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. I want to thank Dalton for being here, especially more and more frequently. And I'm glad. I miss having Dalton on the show. From all of us here, we'll see you tomorrow for the weekend kickoff. Until then, Shelby, pause your game.
No.
And take us out.
No. I'm feeding my cows.